we want to deal with men, but we just hate everything that they have to say. And try to defend a man, we're called pick-me.
Saying that black men have no value, that they will not date them, and they'll start to treat them better when they get more money.
So they don't really need anybody else to do it. You recruited the black women and made them hate their black men and go against them.
So the lady who was spearheading this event felt the need to discredit black men in order for the furtherance of black women.
And see, this is why we say black men have the lowest education. My suggestion to you would be to go back to school and learn how to spell the word rhetoric.
For a generation of sisters these days who love sleeping around with them, love having, y'all sure do hate these guys. And when I say y'all hate them, you will literally do the opposite of what he wants you to do to make him happy in order to please yourself. You're like, nah, boo, I don't really like that outfit, but you'll go outside in it anyway. He'll be like, nah, boo, all that makeup, you know what I'm saying? You don't really need it all. You'll pound on more. He'll be like, nah, boo, all that weave, you know what I'm saying? It's too much for me. I like it natural. And you'll go get a 40-inch bust down. But, like, how does that make sense? Like, you want to be with a man, but you don't want to be with a man. Like, you want to have with a man, but you don't want to marry a man. Like,
you can't tell me what to do.
But you don't want to let him raise his baby. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. And it's all about get what you want, get what you can from these, you know what I'm saying? Granted, it is some dog dudes out here. But, at the end of the day, you have to reflect on you. Like, what type of life are you living? Basically, you're in prostitution mode. You're just not on a strip. You feel me? Where's your integrity?
Oh,
Where are your
man.
values? What are your values? How can we continue to say, we want to deal with men, but we just hate everything that they have to say? And when a sister like me get on here and try to defend a man, we're called pick-me's. So, it's not really adding up, And I just want to understand the logic a little bit better. If anybody can explain it, please, in the comments. Let's chat.
You see that? She doesn't understand the logic behind why black women ridicule and reject black men. Like, they act like they hate us, but she said it better. She said it best when she talked about not understanding it at all. Like, how could she? All right? Because she has no problem with black men. She's a regular black woman. She knows every guy, or the wrong guy. I should say it right. The wrong guy. A lot of times you're gonna have a problem with them. You can't blame that on all black men. But yeah, like she said, the black guy says, "Don't get a wig." She gets a long wig. I like it when you not overdress. She dresses up more. I don't want you to get a septum ring in your nose. She gets one that's this big, looks like a big booger, with a hanging out of her nose. Like, the rebellion. I think it's rebellion. And what it is women, I'm sorry, I have to say it. You ladies are the leaders in rebellion. You don't know why. Even since the beginning of time. When sin first happened, it was because of rebellion, and it was led in by the female species. I love you very much. Like, what I do when I make these videos, I don't say what I say because I hate you. It's all out of love.
Another question that I have is I made a video a couple days ago stating, black men, dating, etc., and how I wasn't here for the recent online bashing of black men because I'm a mother of a young black man. And I had people stitch my video talking about, these are black women, keep in mind, black American women, saying that black men have no value, that they will not date them, and they'll start to treat them better when they get more money. So my question is this: when you see them date our mothers, me, women just like me, because, the rest of us in the black, they don't consider us black anyway, because anytime we speak up about issues like this, they want to run to the comment section as black as we are and tell us we not black. So we already know that's coming. Let's prepare for it. when you see us with them, you get upset with that too. And even if it's not us, if you see them with somebody that's white, or you see them with somebody that's not of color, you have a problem with that. So I just want to make sure I got this straight. You hate black men, you don't like them, you don't want to date them, they don't have enough money for you, they traumatize you, they give you problems. But when you see them, okay, when they receive the message and they stop dating you, they start to date us, you know, because all the rest of us don't count as black. Anyway, they start to date us. Now all of a sudden you got a problem with that too. I'm asking for clarity. Who makes this stuff up? And I'm not asking to start a problem. I'm asking for clarity. Because if I didn't know any better, I just would assume y'all got a problem with just, it's deeper than black men. It's like you don't want them, but you don't want to be without them. And that's a toxic way to live. So again, my question is, if you don't want to be with them, why are you mad because they chose not to date you? Talk about it.
Yeah, she said it. The confusion is at an all-time high because what she said, what she touched on, she said, "Why do you hate black men?" Always been dating black women. Always. You see guys dating out now. You have more coming to the other side because they see the issues. But guys will still, the majority of black men will be with black women. Known thing. But you see, we have the hyenas. The hyenas in a bunch will shame another one, call her a pygmy. Other ladies talked about it as well. I'm sure she goes through it as well. Because they don't hate black men. Why should they hate black men? Like, I don't have one bone of hate in my body. Like, even if I see any girl I react to in the streets, I'm not gonna look at her like, and if you guys gonna look at them like that, something's wrong. Seriously, you shouldn't take it personal like that. But still, I don't take it personal. I know you have your own thoughts, and I have mine. I know my thoughts are more correct with how it should be, right? Because my thoughts are not misogynistic. My thoughts are about natural order, the natural way of things. Oh no, it's not. It is. It is. But she's right. This needs to stop. Let alone with the next video that's coming up now and what she's talking about.
Black women to go against the black man, then you're winning. You don't need them to perpetuate a cycle. Your women can do it for them. So they don't really need anybody else to do it. You recruited the black women and made them hate their black men and go against them. It's toward black men because they don't speak about them in a positive way. It's everything negative. So, you know, and then they move a certain way and they act accordingly when it comes to black men. You don't see if you use the black women to do the job for them. You know, if you could.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And that's who they've sided with. Like she said, you don't need white supremacy if the government, which was the Democratic Party, can give a bunch of things, DEI, to black women mostly, because black men didn't benefit. And they do your bidding, right? Hate the black man. But I'll tell you this. It doesn't matter. Black men have saw everything happening in social media, woken up and said, no more. That's what's happening. Like we're not stressed. We want our peace. We're going to the gym, exercising. I think I need to start showing more of what I do. Like I gotta start showing myself in the gym because I get it in. I get it out. I need to do that for motivation. Because I think if I show my life, everything I'm doing, you guys will say, man, Jay is on it. That man is on it. But anyway, let me go to the next video.
Do not care about going to college is because black women will still accept us even when we don't.
That's not why.
Black women need to understand
That's not why.
the power that they have.
I've been saying this for the longest. Stop getting with men that aren't even on your level.
The audacity.
As a woman, I personally feel a man should be doing just as good as you.
No, I gotta say this. A young guy. You're taking this from a young guy and reacting to a young guy who just got off the stoop saying this. How old is he? He just turned 20? Let her talk.
You are better than you. And stop feeling like you have to pick up where his mother left off. That is a grown man. Whatever she didn't complete, Let the next woman do it. You don't have to do it. That's not your responsibility. And stop looking at a man for his potential. And when I say potential, I'm talking about you done met this man off the street. He's not in school. He doesn't have a job, doesn't have a car, doesn't have anything going on. What potential are you looking at that point? You're seeing something in him that doesn't even exist. You like what you're looking at. You like how he makes you feel for the moment. But that potential you're talking about, that's imaginary. When I say potential, I'm not talking about the men that are actively doing their thing. They're in college. They've started their careers. That's the potential, like, you do whatever you want with that one. And another thing, they're always talking about black men, black women. I've seen it all across the board. Like that lady, I think her name is Sarah Kim, and her husband Andrew. She met this man. He didn't have no job, in between jobs, haven't had a job for years. They got married, had kids and stuff. She does everything around the house, takes care of all the finances, and what does he do? Play on his game. So not just black women, women all across the board, stop accepting men that have nothing, not college educated, not career oriented, doesn't have anything that he's bringing to the table. And I promise you, they will start putting in that work so they can have something of substance to bring to your table.
Yeah, so this young guy talking, he's right with what he's saying though, actually, because women do accept him anyway. Especially he comes across like a pookie. Yeah, he's right. He may be a pookie, a glorified pookie, has that attitude. This is what women love, and he's right. The hood boogers get him. He will get him all day long. I'll say this: college is not everything. College does help when you go to college with a purpose, right? For instance, say if I went to college now, it will make more sense than me going to college when I just got out of high school, right? Because I would go for something I know is going to make money. But I still wouldn't go. Why? Because I already know the things that's going to make me money. I've been working online for over 14 years. Working online moved me out to the Philippines a while ago. And I say that to say, these ladies, right? She's holding college over black men's heads. When I'll tell you this, when I got out of high school, I went straight to working. I worked as a salesperson, right? And when I tell you I was making more money than people going to college, of course they were losing money. And then after these people graduated, they all came to work with me. I was 5 years ahead of them. 5 years ahead of them, had a higher pay than they did because I was already putting in the work. Nowadays, you don't need college. I show men that. That's what my consultations are about. I want more black men to join them. That's why I keep the price the way I keep it. But these ladies they try to hold it over our heads. And I show why there's a big struggle in America right now, in the job markets, right? I show who's taking the jobs. I also explain how, let me give you an example. Back in 2013, right? When I started working online, I quit my regular job, going to an office in 2012. By 2015, I was in the Philippines, but I got my first contract in January of 2015. Actually, my first long-term contract. I was getting contracts in 2013. Yes, I've been grinding for a long time online. And if you looked it up, you see that most of Americans were online back then. People were transitioning online. That's where the money is. That's where there's no jobs, because someone can easily hire someone working online. I show how there's people in India, people in the Philippines, and I've seen it. I've seen call centers here go from 0 to 2.7 million in 3 years. And I show how to do that.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Nia here, and I am just topping in the chat with y'all for a quick second. I attended a women's event the other day, and in order to further the women's empowerment, thinking this was going to be like, and it was going to be good, right? Wrong. So the lady who was spearheading this event felt the need to discredit black men in order for the furtherance of black women. Problem for me. In order for one particular group to be furthered, it doesn't mean you've got to discount or discredit the other one. There are people who actually try to make women that have loving partners feel bad because they receive love and because their partner likes to take care of them. And while there are plenty of us who are able to, make our own money, do our own thing, we still can rely on our spouses. There is nothing wrong with that, ladies. Let me tell you that. And do not ever think for 1 minute that a hurt woman is going to pour into you and uplift you in the right way. What will happen is they will pour and project onto you how they feel or view men as a whole simply because they're bitter. And I always say this, you cannot grow, you cannot learn anything other than how to not be a bitter person from a bitter person. So this woman's means of furthering women, namely black women, was putting down black men, which to me, big no-no, because we don't have one without the other. And it's interesting to me how quickly we are the race that's willing to dismiss our men just like this. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? I really do not like that. And for me, it's a big deal because we have people like this that are putting poison in the ears of other women, and it is causing an even greater divide. And while people's experiences may be different from place to place, time, season, whatever, there is still a need for both, period. Men and women. And you do not have to be discrediting black men in order to uplift black women. Like, get past your hurt. If this is you, get past your hurt. Get over whatever or whomever hurt you. It is not the entire group of black men, okay? Do not allow yourself to sit in that way of thinking. It will corrupt you. It will make you feel bad. You will become toxic, and people will just not want to gravitate toward you unless they're miserable, because misery loves company. All right, peace out, y'all.
Yeah, you see more and more ladies speaking up for black men. It's about time, right? And I'm not saying that she's trying to make up to us, but I'm sure a lot of them have seen it going on for the longest, but they've had their mouth shut for the longest. Nothing against this lady here. I'm not saying it towards her. I'm saying it towards everyone, right? You ladies let them do this. You let them stay around doing this. You saw the problem. It was an issue to men for over 20 years. Nothing was said. Now men are starting to do what they want to do, leaving women alone. And more women are speaking up. But you know what I say to that? You know what song pops in my head? A lot of all of y'all know this song. You like this song. Because the end of the hook, it goes, it's too late to apologize.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late to apologize.
Unfortunately, she isn't. She makes videos like this with destructive rhetoric. The word is rhetoric. It is spelled R-H-E-T-O-R-I-C.
Yeah.
And see, this is why we say black men have the lowest education
Oh,
rates.
man.
Because you don't even know how to spell.
Do we care?
But you want to come on here and clown somebody. But you don't even know how to spell the word rhetoric. She's hurt and broken. Let me guess.
Yeah, that's bad because you know how to spell rhetoric. I learned how to spell. Yeah, at 7 years old, I was in a spelling bee. I came in 7th place. You learn how to spell words early. So this man should be ashamed of himself. Let her continue.
Yes, the same hurt and broken that black men have when y'all come online and talk about black women. Is that the same hurt and broken that we're talking about? The problem with you, number one, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I've looked at some of your videos. You look like you can better than I could. That's probably why you mad.
Shame.
Please understand that it is a new day and time. Black women are fighting back.
Wow.
And that is the biggest issue that a lot of black men.
You know what got me? Black women are fighting back. When black men spent, I just said it, 20 years. Even longer without saying a damn word. Now black women are fighting back? You mean black men have started fighting back? That's what's happened. And you saw it, what, over maybe like the past 5 years? You saw a lot of men speaking on. I mean, men have been speaking on this forever, but it's really increased now. And attacking, and you're still using the same tactics that y'all used in the past, calling him gay. Like, yeah, it was fine when you was talking about him not being able to spell. That was cool. I was fine with that. But then now you go to this. Shame. That's all they have.
Or black trans women like yourself have, is you're angry because for so long you were able to get on this app and get on social media and disrespect black women, and black women would just cry and beg and plead and ask you to stop. You never thought that you would ever come across a black woman like me who will fire that same energy back at you. I'm only giving y'all the same energy.
I'm wondering now, is this guy actual trans? Because if he's not, that's an issue
that y'all give us. And I'm going to continue to do this. So what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Because you can really find out. I'm about this on this line,
Oh, you shouldn't
on
do
this
that.
app, and in real life.
You shouldn't do that.
Trust me when I say that. Especially nowadays with everything that's going on. Especially nowadays. So, 47,000 followers, 1 million likes. Clearly, I'm doing something right. Yeah. So my suggestion to you would be to go back to school and learn how to spell the word rhetoric. That's my suggestion to you. Pay them warrants. Stay out of prison and take care of them 6 kids that you have by 5 different women.
You rarely have a good argument. You should not have to shame somebody. Shaming is just a way to get control of the conversation.
See, he's not gay. See?
That's my suggestion for you, Tyrone.
Yeah, you see? You see what she just did? She called him trans, all of that stuff. And now you're saying he got 6 kids? I'm confused. Why? Because all you have is shame and anger. Oh, don't make me run and find out. I get the strap. She probably got a gun license too. Oh, you gonna see me shooting? You probably look on this on her TikTok and say, "I'm at the gun range. Watch, she's gonna have a post in a couple of days at the gun range shooting at things."
The Asian community is literally so anti-black, and it literally pisses me off. Like, we are literally so uneducated, uninformed, just misinformed, everything about the black community, and it pisses me off. And like, it just boggles my mind how a lot of Asians see black people as beneath them. I shit you not, I literally saw someone on my story and I literally was so gagged. Like, I was like, are you serious right now? And I sent him a message, ask him if he's being serious about this. This guy is Bhutanese. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but like, I guess he got like some kind of spray tan or whatever because he's doing some kind of stupid movie shoot or whatever. Roy posts on his story and says, because his skin is like 10 shades darker or something, he said, "Can I say the N-word now?" with a ninja emoji next to it. I slid up so quick and I asked this man, "Are you serious right now?" And guess what? That man left me on red. Need I say again that he is not black? He is Bhutanese from Bhutan or whatever you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it.
Yeah, people, they disrespectful. I'm sure he says it in his own time. He says the N-word. I'm sure a lot of people say the N-word. To be honest with you, as a black man, I can care less. And I think more black men need to care less because I don't care what someone says. That doesn't affect me. And yes, I do know even parents look down on black men. But one thing, you're talking about a Bhutanese guy. Black men get love everywhere. So we're not affected by some guy saying, "Can I say the N-word now?" Seriously, I'm at the age I can care less. I'm like Stephen A on this one.
and are generally desired by everyone. That's what I'm saying. Literally, dating as a black man is low-key on easy mode in 2025. Like, anytime I hear someone say, oh, this particular race doesn't like black men, I'm always looking at that person crazy, because I'm like, what did you do to make that particular race not want you? The members of particular races, like, regardless of what race it is, that don't date black men are few and far between. Again, I went to a PWI, okay? A lot of people from rural parts of Pennsylvania, the first time they saw a black person was going to college. It was never hard to find someone to desire me. To the point where I had to play Where's Waldo with minorities just to challenge myself. And I feel like if we're talking about like chasers, like women who want particular kinds of men, I feel like they're more chocolate chasers than women chasing any other kind of race. Like, they want us bad, but like, I don't know who it is trying to spread the narrative that like black men aren't wanted, but that it's just not true. Like, there's not a single race where I could see and be like, ooh, but do they like black men though? Because I already assume they do, because that's just how life is for it. Like, literally, the bigger worry is making sure they don't only like black men. Like, in general, I feel like black men more have to worry about being objectified than rejected, given that you're a good-looking man. Okay, now if you're chopped and you're like, oh, it's hard to date as a black man because I'm chopped, it's because it's not nothing to do with your race, bro. It has to do with other things, other comorbidities. Like, bro, not gonna lie, bro, I think when it comes down to it, bro, there's when people talk about people not liking a certain race, I feel like a lot of these people just, you know, they're not the brightest star in the sky, let's say. So people are like, oh man, they just don't like people of my race. Like, no.
Yeah, I gotta second that demotion, right? Am I saying it right? Second that demotion? I think I am. But anyway, I second that because you already know with the passport bros, also with international travel, because black men have been, especially in the Navy, Army, you know, the armed services, men have been getting love every country. And it won't stop. I think more black men need to know and understand that. That's why I show it.
Is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out because it is not. I do. We didn't do.
I get it. I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves. That all of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your Latino, so you better start kissing. If you're gonna kiss this country, you better kiss some.
No, don't kiss ours. How about you go talk to all of those black Cubans that y'all are feuding with? That's the real issue. The same thing with Dominicans. The same thing with Brazilians, right? Even though black people get love in Brazil, but still, you need to check that with your own. Not with us, because you're getting kicked out of the border. That's not our problem. Look what these people said here. We don't need your fake compliments. We're not saving anyone. It is wild because black people, black men and women feud, but then we can come together on things like this. Thanks, but we still not helping. Good luck, Amika. Who is this woman? This is bait. Don't fall for this fakeness. It's not our business. No one has ever helped us. Figure it out. Yes, that's how you have to handle that. Figure it out. Because we can't help you. Sorry.
Say this. And I made a video earlier. I took it down. But y'all are focusing on the wrong people. Y'all are focusing on why don't black people care what Trump is doing. We do. But we're focusing on us and ourselves to survive through this. What y'all need to be focused on instead of, well, why aren't black people actively protesting and doing all the things that they usually do? One, because we told you we're not going to do that anymore. Okay? We told you. Y'all didn't listen. Two, because we can't help you as much as the people you need to help you. Okay? You need white people. You're focusing on black people, you need to focus on white people. You need to get their attention, their compassion, their empathy, their social and political power. You're focused on the wrong people. You're focused on the wrong demographic.
Black people don't make up the vast majority of this country. We don't make up the vast majority of politicians. We are not in the White House. I'm telling you, you need to focus on white people and getting them to actively care and campaign and protest in your name, in your favor, and leave black people alone.
Answer's coming.